What's up, guys? It's Danny and Gray's Cards and Toys, and we're coming back at you again today with part number 2 of what we got signed at Martinsville. And I say what we, but it was me. Basically, it's because it's mine and Grayson's stuff as to why I'm saying it. I want to start off by saying that I failed to mention how many total autographs that I got on Friday for me and him on the first part. And if you haven't went back and watched that first part, I encourage you to do that before you continue with this one. And come back and then watch this one, or however you want to do it. But I would start with that and then go to this one, just so you can go in the day's order. But I got 94 autographs on Friday for myself, and then Grayson wound up getting 68 total. I'm not going to go into how many cards and stuff. I just done that so I would know myself. I will say today, though, video, I got 143 things. Grayson got 97. So not shabby at all. And then we'll have a bonus thing at the end of this, so stay tuned. And it's what I got signed on Sunday. I got 3, Grayson got 1. You'll see that as to what happened there. It was just awesome, and it worked out great, and I'm glad it did. But anyways, we'll get right into it. No particular order on this stuff. I do want to say I'm going to start out with Michael's stuff. I wanted to finish his up. This is what I got signed for him extra on Saturday. Got a Daniel Dye, a Sam Mayer, a Corey Day, Sheldon Creed, and the one I know he's going to be most excited about, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. for the Real American Beer stuff. And that's going to be what I got signed for him. I'll move right on to Grayson's stuff. Now, this is his trading cards. I always stress no particular order, not the way that I got them signed. I just got them stacked up and ready to go. Got a Derek Cope, Chris Busher, Michael McDowell. Shout out to Andrew. He gave us some cards, and I split them up between me and Grayson when I would get some of them signed. Alex Bowman, and that's where I think some of these cup guys, because I did not bring any cup cards whatsoever. So if it's a cup guy and it's on a card, it came from him. Justin Bonsignor. Takuma Koga, was so happy to have gotten him finally. Never had gotten him in person. Cross that off. I want to say Bonsignor I hadn't, but then again, I think I have. Sam Mayer, Harrison Burton, Josh Williams, Austin Hill, Daniel Dye, Jeff Burton, Jeremy Clements, Anthony Alfredo, some Zillich stuff for Grayson there, Almirola, Brennan Poole, Sammy Smith, Nick Sanchez. That's 2 good ones together. With their autograph wise. Justin Allgaier, Jeremy Clements, Jeff Burton, Suarez, Parker Retzloff, a few there. There's been several for him. Christian Eckes, and Carson Quap. I believe that one's numbered. No, it's not. Still a nice looking card. Signed up real nice too. And then Jesse Love. So that's Grayson's trading cards. And here is mine. Chad Little happened to be walking up, and I was like, I don't know if I got any cards or not. Luckily, I did, and I'm so glad, because it just stinks when you see somebody walking by. That's kind of like Derek Cope. I seen him Friday, and then I was like, I'm going to bring some stuff for Saturday, and then sure enough, he came walking by, so that worked out. Derek Cope, had several for him. Grayson didn't have any cards that I could find. I just kind of gave him a couple of mine. I asked him how good did he shoot that day. He was just laughing about it. He said, we'll say I done good and move on. So, Stenhouse. Got Brad. Al, Bowman, Sanchez, Allgaier, there's Sam Mayer. I think he made a whole lot of people mad. We'll go into that. Ryan Truex. We had some hero cards for him, and I did not know he was going to be there. Didn't put 2 and 2 together, and here's what it is, though. Corey Day, Jeb Burton, Amarola, Austin Hill, Alfredo. Takuma Koga, like I said, was happy to get him. He signed some in Japanese for me as well. Show that here. Pretty neat. I got Ogata to do the same. And it's so cool when they do that, especially watching them do it. Sheldon Creed, Cole Custer, Sam Mayer, Bonsignor, Josh Williams, Harrison Burton, Austin Hill, a couple there. Jeb Burton. He was stirring up some trouble with Sam Mayer, so he said. It was just crazy. Jeremy Clements, Amarola. I believe that is his rookie. Amarola, Sammy Smith, Clements. It's a cool Hocevar, one of 250 made. It's Fire Custom made those. Jeb Burton, Stephen Parsons, Connor Zillich, Christian Eckes, Carson Quapple. It's a nice one. Retzloff, Ward Burton. Glad to see him. He was out in the fan zone sunning near Jeb's setup thing there. That's the cards that I got signed. Then we'll go right into Grayson's hero cards and photos. I got the photos lined up front, so we'll start with them. We got Corey Day, Daniel Dye. He said he wanted a copy of that, and I'd leave it with Chelsea at the shop at Colleague. I think he liked that a lot. Grayson holding the Bowman Gray photo there. Connor Zillich. He had signed these 2 photos, and then he didn't want to sign anything else, and I understand that. So I went right back up there, and I was like, had my book, and he's like, didn't I just sign for you? And I was like, yeah, but you signed 2 photos of my son. It wasn't anything of mine. And he quickly understood, and I was like, you know, it's not like I'm trying to double dip on it, because that wasn't my whole total intention. We got AJ Allmendinger, Carson Hocevar, Daniel Suarez, SBG, Justin Haley, and Joey Logano. Right into the hero cards, no particular order. We got Ward Burton. Rudy Fugel signed this. William did not. That's what that's about. Eric Almirola. Garrett Smithley. We got several of him coming up here. Blue did not want to write on some of them. Got Jeremy Clements. Brandon Poole was signing at the Toxic Waste tent, so went over there. Actually, no, I didn't. Did not. Shout out to Jacob. He went over there and got this for me and Grayson, so I appreciate him doing that if he's watching. Justin Bonsignor. I did go over to this, though. Jeb Burton. I'm glad I did, because that's a different card you don't have. Corey Day. Ryan Ellis. Jesse Love. Retzloff. You may see some of these same cards when I show mine, so I apologize, guys. Eckes. Sam Mayer. was really glad to get these Austin Greens. I had that one from the other week at Charlotte, and then this one I'd gotten earlier this year at Martinsville. And that is the way that the hero card was. It was like a brochure type deal. So glad to get that signed and out of the way. Eckes again. We've got Eric Jones. Hocevar signed this. We picked that up the other week at Charlotte. Chastain. A couple there. Cindric. Got this triple signed. We've gotten this several times. Brad K, Priest, and Busher, but it does give us something for them. I got McDowell. Grayson got this the other week from Hunt Brothers. There it is signed. We got Justin Haley, Ty Dillon, AJ Allmendinger, and Carson Hocevar. So that is all the hero cards he got. Well, I got signed for him. I keep saying he, but you guys know what I mean by that. Then here's my stack. Photos. There might be some mixed in. Start off with Ward Burton. That was from Darlington earlier this year. This thing is 10 years, like 11 years old now. And I've just been carrying it around. I mean, that is just impressive. Just looking at it. And in general, that was at Martinsville, though. I already had Cody Ware on this. Wanted to get Ward to sign it. So that worked out. Cole Custer. Triple signed here. Brad, Chris, and Ryan all together. I think I've done that like 3 or 4 times now this year. Daniel Suarez. Some of these were like duplicate cards that I had. I was just kind of doing it to take something, you know, with me, to have something at least, so I'm not just standing there looking at them. Hocevar. AJ, Alex Bowman, Chris Busher, got a couple of these, Stenhouse, Ty Dillon, Justin Haley, Joey, McDowell, Cindric, Ross. It's funny how Ross can go missing sometimes, and then you'll get him, you know, other times it's just wild. All right, so I added Joey Logano and Casey Mears on this. This is something fun. I'll stop and show it. I just been doing this on the side. I mean, it's just a poster I've been hauling around. I've already gotten McDowell on it. Got Joey, Casey, Travis Quapple, David Rudiman. Not David Rudiman. David Gillen. I'm over here looking at Rudiman while I'm saying it. And Boris Sad. So, kind of something for people when I just, you know, want to get something done. Something fun to mess with. But I did add those two. Hocevar on that thing. Got Casey Mears. Was glad to get the new one of him. Shout out Steve for giving me that. Eric Jones. SVG. Super glad to get that one done. Hocevar. Here's a picture of me and Jeremy Clements the other year. My Austin Green stuff. I got 2 of them. Sam Mayer. Christian Eckes. A couple of the Retzloffs. Same thing with Jesse Love. I think some of these were just extra cards that I had in a box. And I was like, I'm just taking them to get them signed. Something to do. Harrison Burton. Sheldon Creed. Ryan Ellis. Austin Hill. Corey Day. Jeff Burton. Monsignors. Glad to get those. Those were from Bristol, I think, spring. again, shout out to Jacob for getting me that. Me and Grayson both. Eric Amarola. Garrett Smithley, who has had a ton of different cards. I'm sure we've missed some. Jeremy Clements. So that is all mine. Then I got a little couple more over here. I almost forgot those. Sure did. All right. Then Larson stopped out there, which surprised the crap out of me, but I was ready. And I was anticipating and hoping that he would, so I could get what you'll see here in a few minutes done on Sunday. So I had a wristband for Sunday, and I had brought 2 Prime bottles. Well, I'll show these first. I knocked the Prime bottles out. One is mine, and one is Grayson's. So those turned out great. Glad to have those done. And then I was like, crap, I ain't got nothing else. And then I thought about it. I did. So I managed to get that. Shout out to Octane. I believe he mailed me that. And then, excuse me, I printed these off. Both of these. And Owen was on the back of the cart. I think Kyle was looking after him this weekend. The others weren't there. As far as I could see, I didn't think they were there because I just kept seeing Owen only with him. And to knock those 2 out on one picture is awesome. Just need to get Audrey on there. And then to get Owen on that is just sweet. So I'm so happy to have that done. The only thing I wish that I did have, and it's laying over here handy, would have been this. That would have been awesome to have that dual sign. That is one of my next goals. I don't really fool with the trading cards with Kyle much anymore. I've just dropped it because it's just too much. And then we'll go right into the bonus thing. All right, so I had a wristband to get Kyle Larson on Sunday. And it's kind of bottom of the barrel stuff. I mean, this is just when I don't have anything to get signed, which is where I'm at with him. I'm waiting on the 88 of the one that he won with Zilich, and then the 07 truck to come out. And then I also need the chase piece for 2025 Wave 3, and that'll be some stuff that I'd like to get signed. However, before I show that, I did manage to walk by. Noah was signing, and I asked the guy, could Grayson have a card? I was on FaceTime with him, showing him everything in the fan grounds and stuff, and this was on Sunday. Guy just walked right up there. Noah had just signed it, and he handed it right to me. So that one was done. That's a Farm Rich card. So for Grayson to have that, I know he's excited. But anyways, the Larson autograph session, it was wild the way they done it. And I wound up being second in line, which is just unheard of for me to be able to do that. And glad it did, though, because it worked out. I managed to get the stuff that I brought signed. You guys see this hanging up in the background a whole lot in my lives. I think Nick Boza gave me this stuff. And now it is signed right there. It's like a little garden flag, I guess you could say. And then this pennant. I believe Nick gave this to us. And that is signed right there. It's just been laying there, and it's stuff that I did want to get signed. I wanted to get a Coca-Cola can. I believe Nick gave me as well. That thing busted in my closet a year or so ago. Luckily, it didn't damage too much stuff, but the can is empty. There's no drink in it now, and it's just, I don't know. It's not something that, I do want to get it signed, but at the same time where it's open like that, it was just a disaster. I do have a Coke bottle, too, that says share a Coke with Kyle, and he's no longer with that, and it's just, I don't know. That might be something rainy day thing, too, when I run out of stuff. But I did also get this. Randy got me this for my birthday back at Indy, and got it signed, so it turned out great. So shout out to Kyle for signing all 3. I think I wound up getting like 7 Kyles over the weekend, which is just great for Martinsville. So it's just crazy for me to think I'm sitting here. I mean, I've got like a Darlington poster that I want Larson on, but I'm literally sitting here. I got trading cards, but stuff that I want him on, there's really nothing right now, and it's just wild to me. I do have some hats too still, but nothing crazy important. But I wanted to do this since I had the band. So anyways, that's everything total. All 3 days all together total, we got 406. I wound up getting 240. Grayson got 166. So a lot of work for me, but I did miss Grayson. A whole lot of you guys asked about him. I appreciate that. For those who did, if you're watching, we appreciate that a lot. Thanks to everyone for stopping that did stop and sign. That was also awesome. Martinsville has just basically turned into a hangout spot for me more than anything, just because it's so tough just to get the Cup guys anymore. I mean, it's a good spot for your truck and Xfinity, but past that, for Cup, it's just not that great. But anyways, hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a comment, like, subscribe if you haven't. Go back and watch the first part if you've already watched this one. I don't know how, whichever one you've watched first. Hopefully you watched them both. But thank you guys for watching. As always, this is Danny and Gray's Cards and Toys. And we'll see y'all later. Take care, guys. God bless.